It's bee season on the South Shore, which is also home to a large group of beekeepers. PACTV Community News caught up with one local beekeeper to learn more about harvesting, extracting, and the business of bees.
So what we're going to do is we've got the 4 hives here. I'm going to open up one. There are probably about 30,000 bees in here right now. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the inner cover off, and the smoke has a tendency to calm them down a little bit because they're not sure what's going on. They don't know if there's a forest fire, they don't know if it's just something going through the wind. About 2 minutes ago, this was covered with bees. So what we're going to do is we're going to start looking at frames to see which ones we can take out. And on the frames, we're looking like this one here. The bees have built it out, but there's no honey in there yet. And you can see they're adding the honeycomb to the frames, because all they started out was a very thin sheet of wax. You can see some of them aren't capped on this side, half of it's capped. This is fully capped. This is what we will extract. So now I've got to get all the bees off of here without disturbing them too greatly. They do not want to leave, they want to hang around here. And what we'll do is we'll take one of these empty frames, put it in there, and allow them to do their thing. They'll just crawl over the whole surface, uncap it as they go, and eat, just like the old game Pac-Man. They'll just move from cell to cell to cell as a group and eat whatever there's in it. We take a hot knife, start at the top, slowly work our way down. And that's why we want the cells to be brought out beyond the level of the wood. This way it makes the caps come off so much easier. If you're trying to dig them out, it gets very messy. Now none of this will go to waste. All the honey that's being taken off with the caps will be separated from the wax, and the wax will be processed to candles from the wood, probably a little bit too far. There's going to be a lot of honey in this one. Each one of these frames will hold probably 3 to 3.5 pounds of honey. So now we've got 4 of these in here. We set them up so they're sitting down in there, right? The honey being thrown out to the sides of the centrifuge. As a local beekeeper, I feel that processed honey removes some of the critical items that are in the honey, such as your microscopic pieces of pollen.
Pieces of bees?
That's why we use a sieve. Now some people will actually put a jar right underneath there, and that's it starts, but you're going to get wax. That's referred to as what they call absolute raw honey. Our job is to clean out the wax and any parts, any debris that's in there. And a lot of the debris is what they call propolis, which is the glue that the bees use to seal the hives. And it's on all the frames, it's on the boxes themselves. It's their weather seal. A lot of air bubbles in there, and they'll all float to the top. A lot of pollen in there. And that's it.